Now that you have all the required knowledge, I'm going to go a little bit faster, but I recommend you to stop whenever you need and to follow along, okay? So you are going to do the same steps I will be doing, okay? So first, we're going to design the header right here. For this, the HTML we're going to use is a header tag right here for our header, which will have a class of hero, which we will be using to style this main container right here with the image, that dark overlay and the color of our text. And then we add a div class of container, which adds the main styling of all our website, this margin right here at the left and at the right, and the maximum width of 1200 pixels that we talk about. And then a class of hero content, which will help us style the main content of our website right here, okay? And then a anchor with the class button and button primary. Now we are going to add the styling, and as you can see, even though this is a blank website, it has some styling because the content is not aligned to the corner right here at the top left. In fact, if you go to your body, you will see it has, as you can see here, it has some margin, okay? So if I select the body, it has a margin of 8 pixels. And also the headers have some margin, the paragraphs have some margins, the anchor has a text underline, okay? Because HTML has some styling by default, okay? And there are things called CSS reset that helps us remove that basic styling. If you find CSS reset online, you will find some tools like this one, which is a copy-paste CSS that will make your CSS look as a white canvas, okay? So any styling you want to have, you will have to apply it yourself. It won't have any styling, any margin, anything. So it's a good practice because it resets the CSS, the index styling, and then it allows you to add any styling you want. In this case, we're going to add a basic reset, which will remove the margin and padding of all the elements, okay? All the elements right here. And the box sizing will be border box. This will help us measure things easier. And we are going to add a font family of system UI. We already learned about this. We're going to change the color of our text so it doesn't look that dark, and a line height of 1.5. Okay, that's our basic CSS to reset our document. So now we have the content aligned at the top left. We have the text looking as we want, and we can start styling. Okay, so first we're going to begin with the utility classes. As I told you, we added a container class right here, and that's what defines the margin at the left and at the right. Okay, so with a maximum width of 90%, with a width, of 90%, and maximum width of 1200 pixels, and margin auto, so it's centered. Okay, now we add the utility classes for the button, which adds padding, remove the text decoration, border radius, a transition. Transitions are so it's a smooth animation when you change certain properties. In this case, the opacity. Okay, when the button is over it. Okay, so button 2 points over. So when we over it will add some opacity. In this case, well, remove opacity, so it creates this animation. Okay, in fact, I can make it more so you can see it of 0.5, and now it's even more. Okay, and it even changed this instead of 0.3 seconds to 1 second, and now it takes more time. Okay, so that's for the button. Then we are going to add the specific styling for the hero. In this case, it's very easy. I'm going to add a background. The URL is this folder right here we are in, but then we go to images, and I'm using the image Magic Kit, the low quality version, so it's not as big. Okay, and I'm going to make it no repeat, because if I don't add this, the image can be repeated depending on the size it is. Okay, so no repeat, it means it will be only displayed once. Center and center cover. Okay, cover, it means it will take all the space it needs. Okay, if I remove this, you will see it is the original size, so it will take maybe more space, or if you have a very big screen, it will be cutted at the edges. Okay, so this cover, center cover will take all the space and will be shown only once. Okay, so if I remove, let me show you this. Okay, if I remove this, it will take only the space needed. If I remove the no repeat, it will be repeated each time. Okay, so if I zoom out, you see we have one image right here, one image right here, one image right here. Okay, so this is a basic CSS styling to add a background image that takes all the space. And the hero content, I want a max width of 600 pixels, and I'm not adding any margin auto because I want it to be at the left right here, okay? Because if we have a very long line right here, it doesn't look good, okay? If I add here 1000, maybe we have a very long line right here. If we have more text, it will look worse. So if you add a 600, 600 pixels, it looks better and easier to read, okay? In a future lesson, we will add some responsive design, but that will be at the end of this module.